Hello, thank you for coming to Mongolia.
Thank you.
We would like to deliver our gratitude for giving your profound knowledge and experience to our designers of wool in Kashmir.
Yes.
What are your impressions about Mongolia this time for this visit?
That's a very nice question. So this is my third time visiting Mongolia. So I'm always impressed by the commitment of the Kashmir businesses to continually develop themselves and develop their expertise and their willingness to expand their deliberation so that they can really make Mongolian Kashmir very important in the world.
Thank you. What is the goal of the workshop and training this time?
Okay. The goals and objectives are to expand the designers' expertise, to expose them to the different ways that they can think about design, and the ways that they can actually bring more innovation to their design processes.
Okay. What do you think about the current design of Mongolian wool and Kashmir production?
I think there is clearly a level that a lot of the companies have arrived at, which is very significant, and I think there is still an opportunity for that to be really expanded so that the product is really understood globally as a luxury product, which currently it is not always, the message of Mongolian Kashmir is not always about the luxury of the fibre or the luxury of their product.
Okay, thank you. What are your thoughts about the capacity and skills of Mongolian designers?
Well, I think the purpose of this event is to actually impact that. I think there's definitely an interest and a willingness. And I think my personal point of view is that there's still a lot of ground to be taken in terms of really expanding the understanding of the designers as to what is important in terms of design, how they can really elevate the content of their design so their products can be competitive in the global market.
How do you think their capacity and skills have strengthened this time?
What's been great actually is there's such a lot of enthusiasm, and there's a real understanding of design and aesthetic. I'm seeing that more in the workshops, that there are groups of people who definitely have that understanding, and we just need to have that really be expanded through all of the companies so that everybody can equally elevate.
Okay, yeah. Thank you. How do you foresee the demand market for this field in the future?
There is already demand. I think there's globally a lot of the fashion companies are always interested in Kashmir. I think the story of what Mongolian Kashmir is could be told better than it currently is being told. But I think there is a great deal of interest in Kashmir product globally.
What is the current market demand and necessity for a wool market?
For the wool market,
yeah.
That is, I think the wool market is consistent. There's, I think people are generally interested in natural fibres. I think in the current climate, in terms of people being interested in sustainability and systems of sustainability, wool is one of the most sustainable fibres that I think has a lot of good value for customers.
Thank you. And what capacity building is further required in this regard?
We still need to keep impacting design. I think design is always about ways of looking. And if you've only been exposed to one way of looking, if you've only been exposed to silhouettes being one particular way, then obviously that's what you will continue to produce. Whereas what we want to be able to do now is to actually expand everybody's repertoire in terms of what's available in terms of design, aesthetic, silhouette, inspiration.
Okay.
So I think that's the area that we can continue to work on.
Thank you so much,
You're so
Debbie.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.